This right here is a brand new, unreleased, unrevealed event. This is another one. This over here is a third one. This is where that unreleased, unrevealed playlist begins. And finally, that up there is the unreleased playlist. Let me explain. In this most recent update in Motorfest, we of course got the Hoonigan update, and with that, a Hoonigan playlist. And a playlist comes with events, but I've got a very strong feeling that playlists like this one I'm driving past right now are gonna be coming a lot more frequently than we think. In fact, I personally think we're gonna be getting another playlist this update. Why? Right? Why do I think such a thing? Well, not only that, but I need your help. See, it all started the other day when I was filming a video on the Hoonicorn's top speed at the airport at the top of the map. If you don't know, there's an airport top left-ish of the map. But when I went onto the map just to see what my mate was doing, I noticed something here. And this isn't the only new map change they've made. Because if you zoom into here, this is the start of a playlist. This actually claims to be the Drift playlist, but that can't be the case. In fact, I'll show you why in a minute. When you come in here, you can see the stand where people normally are is completely empty. You can see the balloons have no theme. You can see that the playlist crate has no textures. Unique textures, at least. In fact, the only thing identifying this playlist start is that up there, the Drift playlist banner. Now, I did have to do some thinking as well, so it's not just you. Is this where the Drift playlist starts? Did I just get something wrong? Did I get confused? Yeah, no. See, because the Drift playlist starts over here. This is the Drift playlist. In fact, you can see when I do this, you can see that the balloon for the Drift playlist, that's actually what's glitched over the top of this playlist up here. That texture, when I'm zoomed out, is the top of the balloon, but at a distance. But when you come closer, it of course disappears, because there's no big balloon. And instead, it's just a base playlist area that, when I tell you, was not here before. In fact, if I can find it, there's an image of this area before this update. This was only added in the Hoonigan update. Now, I thought, okay, maybe it's just a one-off thing. It's confusing for sure. Why have they added this though? Why have they added it this early? Well, it kind of leads into something where I need you, the viewer, the person that plays Motorfest. I need your help. Because when I shared this information into the crew's Discord server, the official Discord server, by the way, join my Discord server, two separate people revealed two very interesting things to me. See, if I teleport to Scotto versus Scotto, the brand new Hoonigan event, it's all well and good. It's just a brand new event that we have. But what's more interesting is when I come over here and see the first of 3 unused event starts that were not here before. This whole area has been flattened and added with what happens to a playlist before you activate it. This is a playlist before you start it. But as you'll notice, naturally, I don't have any playlists to start. So it can't be any of the playlists that are already in-game. And it doesn't end there, because this one may have been shared by a lone ghosty, but then I also saw one shared by Erratic. And this one was right next to the state capital in the official Honolulu area. This is in the parking lot here. You can see another event start. This already had me very clearly seeing we're getting a new playlist. Again, it's just the full piece to start a playlist. It's got all the festival stuff, which, by the way, some people have brought up. The ability to turn those off would be very nice. Turn off these banners, these fences, turn off the standing banners, turn off the balloons, turn off the big, like, blimp balloons. That would be nice to have in the settings, to be able to turn these things off, as they really break immersion when you're just trying to drive around the map and enjoy the beautiful work that Ivory Tower put in. That's completely besides the point, though. But I don't know, what do YouTubers do? Like, if you agree, I guess? What's more on the point is the last one, which was shared to me on Twitter by Twitter user A9Ford. If I teleport to design something story over here at the Lamborghini playlist, and then make my way down, you can already see in the distance some more balloons. These are more festival decorations for a brand new playlist. But these are only 3, and a playlist is up to 5 events. And unless this playlist is going to bring us another new island, unless we're going to get a third, I guess, well, if you count Oahu as one of these islands with Hoonigan, I guess a second, unless we're going to get a second island, that's only 3 events on the mainland. And I've only shared this on a Discord server and my Twitter. What I haven't shared this on is my channel. So using the power of sheer numbers, make your way around the map. Explore unlikely locations. Explore off-road tracks, because sometimes they're on those. Explore mountaintops, just somewhere maybe close to a road-ish. Explore the map and find a set of balloons, a gray cylinder that does not have a playlist attached to it, that does not have an icon on the map, on the mini-map, or the big map, or anywhere. Find these events, because they all exist somewhere in the game, and they've all been added way too early. Unless, see, in my developer interview, I actually asked the devs when they planned on adding playlists, how consistently they added playlists, or what their plan was to do so. And they explicitly said to me, they corrected me on this. They said 1 per update. I said, oh, so 1 per 3 months? They said, no, Sid, 1 per update. This was coming from the developers of the game. So, that makes me think that, yeah, okay, this is the next playlist 3 months away. But Hoonigan wasn't in the game. The ones that are on the official island, instead of on the new island, the Hoonigan Island. Knock, knock, how have I ended up here? The events that are on Honolulu, they weren't in the game before the update. And why add them 3 months early? That's not the worst bit, because yes, if you guys find those 5 to 7 other events that are hidden around the map somewhere, well, that wouldn't even be the most of the teasing that they've done, which would be crazy to do 3 months early. See, this makes me think that this playlist isn't 3 months out. This makes me think that this playlist is going to be added this update. And that's not the only reason, just the time away. The other major reason is that in the Crew 2, we had this before. We had event starts being added, the start locations 2 events where you go into, those were being added before they were available. But that was only ever done when it was an episode 2 of an update, meaning not a full update. Meaning no patch, no new big name to the update, the exact same update, we would get those events that were in the game, but just locked for now. Speaking of, I am on the hunt. I am most definitely on the hunt, because if we don't find another, like 8 in total or so, that will truly mean that we might get another island per playlist. If you do find any of these, either leave them in the comments or tweet me them. I check my message requests on Instagram, Discord, and Twitter, so either tweet them publicly or just DM me those on any of those platforms. So yes, we've gotten events before that were locked before, and then we actually got them later on, but never in a separate update, always in the same update. But this teasing has gone even further. And I can prove that this isn't just me going crazy. I can prove that this is absolutely brand new. Very simply, actually. This poster right here. Before I show you it, how can I confirm that this was only added this update? Well, pretty easily, actually. See, here is friend of the channel's Paragleber's video on all of the photo ops in the Crew Motorfest. He uploaded this at the beginning of the game. This came out 3 months ago, exactly at the beginning of the game. And in this, he shows the Waikiki shell, because of course that's where a photo op is. And as he zooms in, you can see something very, very interesting, and that's the fact that you can't see anything. Right there, top left. He is so zoomed in right now, and there we go. The game has just loaded the close-up version rather than the distant version. So if I go to the game right now, I zoom out pretty far, way further than he was, you can see that already the poster is there. The billboard is there, and it wasn't there 3 months ago. And they've not added it before last update, because that's the only time they've patched to add these map changes. That's when they added this poster right here. This poster that, if it's for the next update in March, would be being added 3 months early. 3 months! But yes, it might just be the one. It might just be 3 months away and they're already teasing us. Well, what actually is it? I'll show you. This is the High Ride poster. This is not only perfect playlist size, if you notice. If I go close up, the ridges at the bottom even look like the challenge markers if they were green. It's Motorfest Presents, which has only been used to describe playlists, not just made up posters around the map. It says coming soon, and it even says the Crew Motorfest. It's self-aware. It's third party. What is that? It's talking about itself. It's breaking the fourth wall. This right here is the next playlist. With High Ride, a Rick Martinez film, made up name, by the way, I did check. This is a movie that will apparently feature Sigourney Weaver, Will Smith, and I don't quite know who that actor looks like, honestly. And this guy, no idea either. Obviously, these aren't those actors, but they do share striking resemblance. Especially Sigourney Weaver and Will Smith. Maybe younger Will Smith. This poster also features a helicopter, which would be very interesting, planes, and a car, which there's a bit of contention. In fact, I asked my community on Twitter what they thought, and this is one of the best ones so far. The 1970 Charger. This is already in the game. It's known for Driver San Francisco, and it's a very popular car. I think it might just genuinely be that. That is one of the closest. Some things don't match, but the other option is the Plymouth Cuda. This one is the other potential one it could be. You see the same ridge at the front, which you actually can't see now that I think about it, but you've got the lip at the back, you've got the angular design, but it just sort of doesn't curve in the front as much as the one in the poster does. The Charger, it has the same curve in, it's got the same lip at the front, it's got the same lip at the back, it's got the same angle at the back, same wheels. I've got a feeling it's gonna be the Charger, meaning it's very, very Driver San Francisco coded, I suppose. And coming soon? 3 months away isn't soon? That's not soon, that's earlier than that. Could we possibly get a mid-season playlist? That's truly what I'm thinking here. And if we don't, if it comes to the end of the second month and we've not got a mid-season playlist, you will at least know from this video right here that Season 3 of the Crew Motorfest is going to be based on High Ride. That just doesn't seem like something that can hold its own 3 months worth of update. High Ride, a movie-themed playlist, sounds like a great idea. Especially if they listen to a thing that I've been saying for a very long time, which is one playlist a month. If it was one playlist a month, High Ride, a movie-themed playlist, seems great. But it's not that great if it's the only thing we're gonna get for 3 months. And it's a very split playlist, by the way. One event is in Barbers Point, one event in Honolulu. The playlist starts all the way at the top of the map, and one event is on the far right side of the map. This playlist all over the place. But like I mentioned at the start of this video, help me find out where else all over the place this playlist is. Because there has to be more events. If we don't find any more events, then, well, we might just, again, be getting a brand new island. Head down there, subscribe, with notifications on if you want to catch the live streams. Check out the Stick Drift podcast where I'll talk about this way more in depth. The link to the podcast is in the description. And I'll see you boys in the next one. That's about it from me. Thank you to popular members, especially thanks to famous members. And I didn't say thank you to star members, Danimal the Manimal, Grim Pepper, and an insane top of the top thank you to Icon members, HK. In a bit.